Let's talk about numbers. First is natural numbers, or counting our numbers ranging from 1 to positive infinity. Example 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Next is whole numbers. Whole numbers are numbers ranging from 0 to positive infinity, such as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. The difference between natural numbers and whole numbers is that whole numbers has 0 while natural numbers have no 0. Next is integers. Integers include all negative numbers, 0, and all positive numbers. Natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers don't include fractions and decimals. Next is fractions. Fractions are parts of a whole or group which is divided into equal parts. Examples: 1/2, 1/3, 2/5, 3/7. Example of part of a whole is 1/2 of the watermelon. Example of a group is 1/6 of the seashells. Next is rational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed as the quotient or fraction p or q of two integers, provided q is not equal to 0. The most simple definition is that rational numbers are numbers can be made by dividing to integers. Most often people find it confusing to differentiate between fractions and rational numbers because of the basic structure of numbers, that is p or q form. Fractions are made up of whole numbers, while rational numbers are made up of integers as their numerator and denominators. Under rational numbers are also repeating and non-terminating decimals. Example is 1 divided by 3 or 1/3. When put into decimal, it's equal to 0.3333 endless 3 after the point, or the decimal point 1 to 3 1 to 3 1 to 3 endless 1 to 3. Under rational numbers are repeating and non-terminating decimals, fractions, integers. Under integers are whole numbers. Under whole numbers are natural numbers. Next is irrational numbers. Very famous is the value of pi. No numbers are repeating and it is not terminating. The value 3.1 for 1/6 is just approximate, not exactly. The other example is the square root of 2. Irrational numbers are non-repeating and non-terminating decimals. Next is real numbers. Real numbers include all rational and irrational numbers. Next is the complex or imaginary numbers. Complex or imaginary numbers are numbers being multiplied by square root of 1. These are popular in getting the answer using quadratic equation. This happens when the value of 4ac is greater than the square of b. To understand clearly this is the chart that describes numbers. All numbers on top and under all numbers are real numbers and imaginary or complex numbers. Under real numbers are irrational and rational numbers. Under rational numbers are fractions and integers. Under integers are negative and positive numbers. Positive are whole numbers. Under whole numbers are 0 and natural or counting numbers. Whole and natural or counting numbers are commonly used by our daily calculations.